Let's go.
What's up? It's your girl ShaynaMonét, but you can call me Shay, and I'm back with another video. As you can see by this title, this video will be on being active duty and in school, and yeah, in my experience. So pretty much this is just going to be really my experience and a little bit of knowledge. If I don't answer any of your questions in this video that you have on being active duty in the military, please comment them down below, and then also I'll come across some more questions you probably have, but I won't really give you answers. Comment them down below if I didn't give you the answers that you were looking for. Anyway, let's get right into this video. I was supposed to write down everything that I was going to say in this video, but I did not, and that's the reason I keep procrastinating, because I keep saying I'm going to write this down. But you know what, I'm gonna just get into it today, okay? To start off, I am active duty. I've been in the military for 2 years now. And yeah, so I go to AMU, which is a online military school, and you can go there if you're out of the military as well, like if you ETS'd out the military, retired, things like that. So yeah, I do go to that school. Now I don't know about spouses, but like I said, this is really going to be on my take on it and my journey so far. I started taking classes back in June, and that was my first class online. So how it works is I sat down with my counselor at the education center, and we sat down and figured out what schools I wanted to go to, as well as how many credits I have, which I think I had 15. If I'm wrong, I'll leave it down below, but I believe I had 15. And to get your associate's degree with this school, I have to have 60. The reason I have 15, because in the military, when you take certain classes, certain schools, military schools, they do transfer as credits, like elective, things like that. So I, of course, registered for the school and then sat down with my AMU counselor, which they have many different sites because it's an online school. They have many different like areas where you have your own counselor for them. So if you're in the military, most likely around there or at your education center, they will have a representative for AMU. I then sat down with my counselor at AMU, and we figured out what class I wanted to take first. I had a long list of classes of which one I wanted to take. I started with philosophy. Philosophy was an easy but hard class. The reason I liked philosophy was because it was to get my mind wonders a lot and about different things in the world. So philosophy was able to let me think more, and I wanted to take a class that I thought was kind of interesting. I thought philosophy was interesting, so I wanted to start off with kind of an easy class. Advice to anyone who hasn't been in school for a while: I advise you to take fast classes to get your mind back working into being in school and being able to focus and just refreshing your mind for however many years you've been out of school. So I do advise asking your counselor about taking fast classes if you have been out for a while. You also have the option to CLEP out of classes. Is when so say if you're really good at math and you're just really good and you just can study, and then you can go in and take a test. You do have that option. Now ask your counselor about that, because that does save you some time, as well as you get your credits way faster. So you might have 3 credits for that class, for that math class, and you don't need to sit down and take the whole 8 to 10 week class. You can do that. That way you can get that out of the way and graduate earlier. So back to my philosophy class, I ended up taking that. I ended up getting a A or a B. I want to say a B in it, because I got an A. Anyway, I ended up passing the class. And it was really easy. It was pretty much a lot of the classes are at your own pace. So, and really you just have to come back once a week to like do the forums, you know, the class discussions, things like that. So I really did enjoy that class. In August, I signed up for 2 more classes, which was hectic. The reason I say it was hectic because I was going through what we call a change of command. So I was getting a new commander, and with my job, it's a lot of inventory. So I was at work late. So I was at work from pretty much 6:30, depending if I was really late the day before, 9 to about 10-11 at night. And then I was like, come home, eat, do homework up until like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, get a few hours of sleep, and then, you know, repeat. So this is why that was hectic for me. With me saying this, if you're active duty and you want to take classes, make sure that you're doing it, or you know your schedule. Make sure you're talking to your first sergeant, your commander, your NCOs, just because you don't want to take these classes or go to school when you're doing like things like field events, missions, things like that, just because it's gonna knock you off, and then if you can't finish the class, you do have to pay for it. So that is one thing to keep in mind, that if you fail the class, well, yeah, if you fail the class, or because you just stopped taking it, I just advise you to take my advice when I say make sure you're planning this correctly. I didn't know I was going to come up on a change of command, but it happened, and I worked through it. Then after the change of command, I did take a break from school, and I took a break for October, I took a break for November, and then now I have 2 classes that I'm going to be taking, which is social studies. It's like American studies. I can't remember off the top of my head. It'll come up right here. And as well as going to school online, I feel like it's fairly easy, but you just have to have the time for it, and you just have to have the patience, and you have to be able to just focus and teach yourself, because a lot of what you're trying to teach yourself is on YouTube and things like that. It's pretty easy. So at first, when you came into the military or the army, you had to wait a year from your, I believe, the time you leave AIT, the military, to specifically go to school. I would definitely advise you to check out active duty, National Guard, and Reserve, because if you want to be a full-time student, it would be more likely better for you to go National Guard or Reserve. Now, National Guard, I know you can go on active duty orders. I don't know much about active guard or reserve because I'm not in it. As far as National Guard, I will leave down a link in the description box, and go check out being Andy Jane's YouTube channel, because she is National Guard. I believe she was in the military. She's in the military. She's been in for, I want to say 8 years, but maybe 10. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I can't remember. So definitely go check out her channel, and then hit her up on her social media sites, because she can definitely give you the advice. Now, as far as reserve, I don't know any YouTubers that are reserve. I don't think. So if you have any questions about the reserve, just go ahead and leave them down below. I do have friends that are reserved and they go to school, so I can definitely ask them, or I can find out an answer for you. But go ahead and leave that down below, and I'll definitely have an updated video, or I will respond back to you in the comments to give you your answers on that. Now, because I know that I'm active duty, but I go to school online, the Army Barbie, which I'll leave her channel down below as well, she goes to school, I believe, online and in class. I want to say both, but I'm not, don't quote me. Make sure you go check out her channel, because she can also give you more advice on it, on going to school in class, because I only can give you what I know. I know she did do a video specifically on that. I'll definitely leave the link to that down below in the description box, so check that out. I believe that's all I had to come to you and tell you about being active duty and going to classes online, or going to school online. So if you have any more questions, or if I didn't answer any of your questions definitely leave them down below in the description box. I will answer all of them, and if I don't know, I will definitely find an answer for you and then either put it in another video or respond to you directly. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope this gave you a little bit of guidance of what to do or answer some of your questions. I really hope I helped you all. Make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, because I have a lot more coming for you all, especially about my MOS and just about my life, period. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and comment down below.
My best life is my birthday, at least that's what I'm dressed like.